I'd like to welcome you to Papi's Poetry Corner, hosted by me, the one and only Poetry Papi, where words and rhythm come together to catch a vibe. We go live every Wednesday night at 9. So writers and artists of any kind, if you feel inclined to jump off the porch and join us on the corner, email me at papispoetrycorner@gmail. Let's go!
Today, we are here for the closing arguments in the case of the People versus Fletcher. The charges are aggravated assault and first-degree womaning while black. Fletcher has chosen to represent herself. Let's listen in. You could have made me anything, but God, you made me a black woman, a queen in my own rights, but ruler of nothing. And how the fuck did this happen? I crawled out the womb with 2 stripes on my back, and now that I'm educated, it's definitely a wrap. See, the propaganda's been against me, and all my life I had to fight for my identity. Everybody wants something I got except for my struggle. Lord, if they take away everything that makes me special, what does that make me? See, white men want my strength to use my back as a step stool. Black men want my pussy, but not the kids he created with it. When did my identity become the staple for gay men? They get to be sassy and loud and proud, but when I do it, I'm ratchet, ghetto, and aggressive. Fuck this shit here. See, I'm sick and tired of being called out my name or less than beautiful, but if Kieran pays for these same features, she's put on a pedestal. Why am I only wanted if I become a sex symbol? Is it all that you want to see for me is to make this ass clap with caterpillars for umbrellas and baby hair snatched to the gods? Don't even get me started on Kyle, who wants to be Carrie. How the fuck does he have more women's rights than me? Does his pussy have more value because he paid for his and I got mine for free? I mean, why is there a target on my back and on my children's backs just for being black? And why do I have to be strong enough to accept it? So yes, Your Honor, I fought. I fought not to be property. I fought to be human. I fought to be considered equal. Hell, I've even fought with other black women not to continue these stereotypes, so our children and our children's children don't have to continue to fight the same old fight. But your Second Amendment gave me the right to bear arms, and I used my fist. But it was an assault. It was self-defense. See, I'm just trying to break down these walls that Jim Crow built brick by brick. So it doesn't really matter what the jury says. I plead guilty. I've been guilty since 1991, and I'll continue to be until I draw my last breath. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, Bama grown and cornbed raised, and I will continue to fight with everything that I am because I refuse to let my enemies win. And I rest my case.
I am a general. And since the tongue is mightier than the sword, my weapons are my words. Each sentence is a soldier. And in this war against sin, you can hear me sending in men through every single synonym. Every syllable is concealable, hidden in the foliage of camouflage. Their mission, send you back to God. Every word I speak, I fasten to my feet. Then I run on sentences, paraphrases, and parentheses. The cold words I write, murder for a jar of red rum. That incites a paladone strike under the darkness of the night. And it's ironic, even in this war, I am a prisoner of words who can imprison you with words. And through the prism of my verbs, you see images emerge of apocalyptic scriptures played out in Proverbs. My army is an anomaly of homilies. Inside of each harmony is Quranic harmonies protecting from shaitan harming me. My mouth is my gun. The trigger is my tongue. Blah. These are handgun homonyms. I articulate an arsenal of adjectives. My artillery corrodes arteries, obviously. The data that I speak form grammar that hits harder than Thor's hammer. Just one semicolon got me feeling like the son of Odin. My pen is adjacent to Freddy Krueger and Voorhees with the quick speed that the character played by Chris Reeves. Because I am the woman kings and T'Challa's forbidden offspring. And what would happen? I am what would happen if Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman had a son. That means I don't run away from the beef. I run up on you with the gun. Blow!
I'm not in denial. It's more to me than just this here crooked smile. Heart of a lion, but when it comes to love, I'm willing to go the extra mile with a swag that's just well versatile. Now I'm a little rough around the edges, and yes, it could come across as aggressive, and in certain settings I could be hostile. You see, I'm conservative, but I'm never too afraid to embrace my wild side. The brain of a genius, but it's rather compound. You see, I'm not in denial of the woman in which I've become. Nervous for myself because I don't know my own outcome. You see, life is supposed to be a mystery, but I didn't think it would be filled with false hopes and uncertainties. You see, how could I wish for perfect harmony when I've been broken eternally? I've said I loved you countless of times and I've yet to step into holy matrimony, fighting my own self-identity, but longing for a place of peace and serenity. You see, I'm finally at a place in life where I mean more to myself than anyone else. I've decided I want to be my own treasures that's not left unkept. I'm tired of giving myself wholeheartedly to be the one that's left feeling incomplete. I just want what's best for me, even if that means losing things that are near and dear to me. In order to lose, there's always more to gain. I'm tired of being that portrait that's left hanging meaningless in a frame. So if artistry is what I represent, then I want to exude that and more. I want to be that poet that has you screaming on your feet for an encore. You see, I'm always thinking of ways to give you guys more. You see, my art is the voice of reasoning. I'm like Christmas, so 'tis the season. No Santa needed. I'm the gift that keeps giving. I'll be that Folgers in your cup that helps you stay woke and replenished. And as far as my competition, the button is set to dismantle. The name is Gunner, and my job is to leave your thoughts disfigured like a puzzle piece. So my nigga, scramble.
On the surface, there is peace, an almost palpable stillness that fills the air so completely that one can almost feel the atmosphere vibrate with the tension of such absolute silence and tranquility. Beneath the surface, though, beneath there is a battle being fought against nature itself, a struggle of mind and body, of soul and spirit, of life and death. It starts with something small, a bad thought, a particularly vivid or intense memory, a passing glance at some long-forgotten keepsake, a small innocent drop of chaos that will, of course, do what it does best and expand into something uncontrollable and uncontainable. It comes over you in waves, like the slow creeping effects of a drug. With each passing thought, you can hear your blood pumping faster and faster, your breath getting shorter and shorter. You can feel the cold, merciless grip of something you can't quite name closing around your chest. With each breath you take, your lungs just seem to get tighter and tighter. A slow, steady pressure starts to build in your head like an impending volcanic eruption. Finally, through the haze of confusion and tension, you realize you're drowning from the inside, and there's no one coming to pull you up from these dark, murky depths. Then comes the panic, the fear, the desperation, the need to do something, anything to save yourself from sinking deeper. You feel out in front of you, grasping for any support you can use to pull yourself back to the surface, but you've sunken so deep that you can no longer tell which way is up. Even as you struggle to find your sense of direction in the dark, endless prison, you know that fighting will only rob you of what little strength you have left. Darkness is closing in now, making everything else fade into nothingness. The last air is pulled from your lungs as you let out one last hopeless cry for help. But all that is seen on the surface is one small, meaningless ripple in an ocean of sunken ships and giant icebergs.
My mother, Johnny May, was my kitchen. And you know a fat man loves food. That's why I would always say to Johnny May, I love you. See, I would go to her for nourishment, both physically and mentally. She would feed me. See, she held the keys to the vehicle of my heart. I never had to travel far for kindness, since my mother's emotional mirrors never seemed to have blindness in any spots that are marked like powdered X's, a sweet confection, a trove of treasures, even after she drove off this life's exit. But together we reached the nexus between humor and honesty. I honored her and she honored me. I was never left wandering. My wander years weren't filled with tears. No, they were instead cherished more than those brake pads. Yes, the brake pads. When I was left with no great dad, they're responsible for stopping tons worth of potential damage. Her warm, inviting arms were my car doors. That is to say, they would open and close upon me, wrapping me like the most delectable sandwich. I always wondered how she managed baking a spiritual cake with so few ingredients. To her, I was always obedient and we never famished. You see, Johnny May loved to cook. But now as I look back in my rear view, there is a clear view of how fulfilled my mother made me feel. You see, this fat kid would always try to sample before she was done with the meal. But now she has instilled wisdom in me to know, even though she has navigated to her final destination and is not above ground, now she will forever live within my soul.
Her brother sent her off to college with the money that he made from the streets. He became the man of the house at 13, started off selling green. You see, his mama, she was just another dope fiend that got pregnant. But when he looked at baby girl, all he saw was a blessing. And on that day, he swore his protection. So a boy had to become a man. He told his friends he had no time for school or playing. And the older she got, she had never met a better man. But brick after brick, he paved and paved her way. And about her future, she knew he didn't play. So she did everything right. And when she left for college, he booked her a first-class flight. 10 years she was out of sight. Their only fight was she begged him to leave the game. But once that call came, you see, nothing was ever the same. You see, the streets loved her brother, so the call also came with the name. She located him quick, hit Facebook for a peek. She couldn't believe how easy he fell for her shit. He asked, could he come over? She was like, he tricked. As soon as he got there, the magic words parted from his lips. Can you come for me? She looked him right in the eye and said, I came here just for you. As the gun went, pew, and silence filled the air. Just like you killed my brother without a care, the next day she was out of there. All her life, her brother had protected her from every hurdle. And now this lawyer had to figure out how to get away with murder. Yo, that's that piece. That speed round though was everything. I tell y'all what though, this week right here is packed with motivational speakers and our hip-hop poets. So y'all know we ain't hopping around, man, for real, for real. I hope y'all had a wonderful Wednesday because we already lit. The queen set it off under the spotlight. Excuse me. Y'all know we be under the spotlight. I'm over here talking about the street light. It's the same thing. Spotlight, street light. We on the corner, baby. You know how we breaking it. But she tore it up. So shout out to Yoshi for shining. Y'all know most dope dealers, you know, they like to stand in the dark. But around here on this corner, we highlight the dope shit and we do drive-bys that are cool. Y'all just witnessed one in that speed round. So welcome to the corner, baby. Y'all know we smoking. I ain't gonna take too much time up. Y'all know how we finna do it this week because we are packed, man. My first guest is from Mobile, Alabama, and she rapping that black on black rhyme. This young gunner is shooting her way through the ranks, and I'm not talking about left, right, left. No, she putting it on the lines right here in multiple fashions. Guess what, y'all? She just like me. She love the kids because she's also a motivational speaker, community activist. Woo! I almost got tongue-tied right there, y'all. Let's get it. That means she at the schools, the churches, the community centers, making sure she's using her voice for the people, inspiring them all to create. Welcome to the stage, young gunner.
If life is a song, then my heart beats to your musical skills. Sounds of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti vibrates through my veins. Our children are the replicas of our DNA, tying us together. All that's missing is your last name. Being listened to doesn't come without a sound check. In you, I've discovered an everlasting crescendo.
Yo, y'all got me so excited. I'm tongue-tied on the corner, man. Y'all can't have me flipping over my words on this guy. What's going on, Gunner?
What's good, Queen?
Hey, man, everything good, man. Queen, how was your day today?
It was good. I can't complain. Don't do no good anyway.
Ain't nobody want to hear it. That's why you don't complain, because don't nobody want to hear that.
Not
Y'all know I got to run all these comments from when we had that speed round, man. That was off the chain. So, Queen, let's hear about it. How long have you been blessing the culture with your gift?
I've been doing spoken word now for about 7 years. Singing, songwriting, been a writer since I was about 12. You know, so it's just, I think I'm really starting to just come into my element, and the best of yes is yet to come. You know.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why I said you were shooting your way through this thing, man, in different fashions. Right. Coming up through that. So what's the first piece you going to hit us with tonight?
The first piece I'm going to hit you with is Black Butterfly.
Well, let's do it.
All right. It go. Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. You're so pretty when you cry. Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. Please don't die. Don't you cry. Pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. That's the loudest silence I've ever heard. You see, this is far deeper than some crossword puzzle, that is. Welcome to my world. But before you step in, well, here's a handkerchief for your tears. You see, us Black people like samples at a grocery store that has been set out and picked over and never fully paid for. The lashes on my ancestor back still reveals we are prisoners at war, even though the crime we've committed has yet to be spoken for. The melody of a change is going to come playing in the background. How can we sing that song? I mean, hell, take a look around. We haven't overcame. We're still nickel and diamond trying to make change. Open your eyes. You see, life isn't so simple and plain. It's actually realization of 400 years of pain. But you see, everything in life has a cycle where it repeats itself. But hey, we are constantly ignoring that white flag that states we clearly need help. The question is, how do we metamorphosize this world we live in before it's too late and we drown in our own pools of sins? We can start by lending ear to God and stop putting all that trust in so-called men. You see, we are the definition of Black butterflies, strong, driven, and determined to never let our opponents see us cry. A powerful soldier who stands proudly in battle, who's prepared to die. You see, our bodies are camouflaged, which means we can blend in with any surroundings. We are kings and queens who scout our own findings. The wings that we have, they aren't just used to soar. This kind of godfulness can't just be auctioned off as if I was some whore. You paid for me as if I was your property. Then when you arrest me, you have the nerve to say I'm acting disorderly and will turn right around and say, well, what's with all this animosity? You see, you can't put it on race, you see. If we fall, you can never take our dignity. You know, justice for all, equality. And to think people got mad at Kaepernick for wanting to take a knee. So to those we've lost along the way, it's been hard to try to keep the peace. Those we've lost like Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, just to name a few. You got my people out here protesting saying it's just us, but it's just my people whose blood that's left disarrayed in the street. And you say, where's the peace? So to all those voices, this is for you. And this is why I speak my truth. Because like I said, pretty bird, pretty bird, pretty bird. You're so pretty when you cry. Thank y'all.
Queen. I already know where it came from. I know what the inspiration was, but how long ago did you write that, and where were you mentally when you wrote that piece?
To be completely honest with you, this is a piece I've been sitting on since 2017. I'm just performing.
Whoa.
Just really performing it. Because, I mean, I have a typical Black history piece, but I have to remind myself, you're Black 365 days. So why would you need just a month just to express that? So we're going to sing this. This going to be my anthem until I get another one.
All right. And you sung it very well, may I say. Now, Pretty Brown, you're going to have me in the mirror tomorrow. Pretty Brown, brown. I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to be up through there trying to get it in. So, yes, I love the piece. You definitely have to stick around and give us another piece. Do you have, like, something going on? Because I know you sent me some of your work, like, before we even get you off here for the first time.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
being affiliate Black. I'm sorry, being affiliate of Black on Black Round, we have shows every second Saturday of the month. So you looking for something to get into? Look no further. Every second Saturday of the month, Black on Blind, step to the mic. We doing it. You say it, we there. Give me a reason to come somewhere.
She said, "Come around the corner and see her. Come see about her, cause she coming to see about y'all. Let's go." All right, Queen. I'm definitely gonna bring you back up here. You already know. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Man, how we starting this show off is exactly how we gonna end this show, boy, on fire. I'm trying to tell you, man, my next guest, lets you know that he's bigger than life with the appetite observing all things that are positive. Y'all, I saw this king up close and personal. And when I'm saying he just not spitting words, y'all, his vibrations match his tone. For real, for real. It's Mr. Never Quit on Your Dreams. It's using his poetic raps to inspire positivity and motivate, letting you know that you too can be inspiration to somebody if you never give up on yourself. Because eventually you will win just like he did. He won an award, y'all. He was the best IAH Awards poet for 2023. Y'all help me welcome Big Bang.
I still need some action like that sniper premeditated, but still he is packing. I need ammunition to load my lyrical weapon just to handle my business day to day without stressing. How good can this here get? I'll just pray and stop guessing. Leave my faith in the hands of the Lord. I'm his possession, but don't get it twisted. We're creating our destinations.
Let's go.
King. What it do? What it do?
How you doing tonight?
I am.
Man, we wide open. We wide open, y'all. I mean, everybody that's on this stage tonight is inspirational speakers or some kind of poetic rapper of some sort. So I'm loving it. It's not just me tonight. I'm not the only inspiration. It's everybody in the room is on the same vibe, and I'm loving it. Look at the shirt, y'all. Check the shirt. Hug the dealer because he's on the corner. He bringing y'all this dope shit. You know what I'm saying? So, King, how long have you been on this cultural journey? I asked everybody I got to know.
Yeah. So I've been writing poetry like ever since I was in 4th grade. I still remember my first poem a little bit. It was about the grass in the summertime and the heat making me thirsty. But I just got into spoken word. My first open mic spoken word show was in 2007, and I've been at it since. And I didn't even really know about spoken word until Jay Ivy from the College Dropout album. That's what inspired me. He said, that's what I want to do.
Come on, Jay Ivy. Speaking of him, he just got an award this year, y'all. Y'all better watch out for the poets, man. I'm trying to tell you, we out here, we moving around. It's going major. So yes, I love that. You know what I mean? So what's the first piece that you're introducing us to tonight?
Now, this first one is titled Sacrifice.
All right. So sacrifices, and he gonna come back and tell us if he had to sacrifice anything as he wrote this. Let's go.
Nobody cares that I sacrifice to write rhymes from dark until the light shines, both within my black heart and through my white blinds. Nobody cares that I stare at the glare on that PC countless hours until a headache devours me, my eyes red and sore. Now I'm feeling like an unemployed whore because I used to get paid, but now this freely fucks my brain. Hoarse, throats burning and dry from the delivery of my spirit. I'll give it to the mic until it kills me. Now I'm feeling guilty like, damn, did I do enough? Because nobody cares. And I swear nobody gives a fuck. Sometimes I think I don't even need anyone else. It's only for myself. Sacrificing my life, my time, and my own health. Why? Because of my drive. Giving spirit to those who need to hear it and dedication. The feeling of enlightenment from writing it brings elation. These are my creations, expressions of sincere emotions, and nobody cares. I'm aware of what they have spoken, but I still keep hoping, dreaming, and wishing for a fan. Why can't I just take them off the ceilings and put them in the stands? See, they only give me crazy thoughts. No actual actions, just the lazy walk. Selling me them wolf tickets, running their mouths, all talk. I'm your boy, I swear, I'll be there. So am I VIP? Oh, I get it. So now you my boy just because you want a special treat. And the girls are like, oh, y'all cute. I like that little song. I can give you some sexual healing. Girl, you really making Marvin Gaye roll over in his grave with that ill speech. I've lost friends often. The cost's been expensive. Sacrificed relationships that sank because I had no bank to give them. They were all being selfish, only wanting to be where some wealth is. Right now, my pockets are a little sick. But mentally, I am finally healthy. So do you give a damn about the sacrifices I make day to day, bleeding my sorrows through this pen, just trying to give my pain away? I am living in anguish every day. The inner me has been injured. See, there's an ace of spades, bandages on my one black soul to protect it from moving too freely. But can I finally be free? I've learned all these expensive lessons, and in the end, I hope that all my sacrifices for you will be a blessing.
Ooh-wee. Damn blessing too after all that, baby. So, what made you get into that piece?
All right, so this piece is actually fresh ink that I wrote for a poetry slam that I entered. It was just Monday, as a matter of fact, this week, and it was a theme poetry slam. So the theme of the first round was sacrifice. So
okay,
this is what I came up with, and I really enjoyed performing it. I think it took me to a certain place, but yeah, that's where it came from. It was for his poetry slam. Only my third poetry slam in my life, by the way. I don't usually slam like that.
Congratulations, because you're pushing your pen. That's what that means. That means you're taking yourself to a new level with it, and that's what it's all about. We as poets always find ourselves getting comfortable in one zone, and we have to break out of that. I was pushed tonight as well to do an emotional piece. Like my first piece, that was the emotional piece for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I usually don't do pieces like that. I'm usually black power, black crime, or something like that. So to come out of my zone. So I definitely feel, where you took that tonight and it resonated. And I just want to thank you and tell you that was a blessing. So the poetry groups that you got going on, because you got some stuff going on. Tell us about what we got going on out here.
Oh yeah, so I'm in Aiken, South Carolina. I'm a part of a group titled the Aiken Poets. We do different outreach, and we gather monthly to discuss poetry, just poetic matters. Certain things we have, and we actually have a monthly meeting tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I'm a member. I'm a member of, I have done some community outreach with Tone Jones's Will Rap for Food, where they feed the hungry. I don't want to just say homeless, but the hungry,
right. We definitely gonna have to get into that a little bit later on in the show, because I know that's something that people might, be able to help out with. Look forward to. I always like to, for people to know where they can give back. It's just in case they want to, just in case they think about, helping somebody else someday. They will know where the opportunities are and where people need the help the most. So I love that fact. Please stick around, King, because you definitely have to come back, man, and give us another round of this.
Oh yeah, love your keynotes, love your energy. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. Look, y'all, I have to give a special shout out, man. I was supposed to talk about all the stuff I had going on way before now, but we ain't even gonna get into that right now either. What I am gonna give a shout out to is my house tonight. Man, I am filling the corner tonight, man. I got some cafeterians in here. I got some best friends. I got some cousins. I got some people who coming back. Welcome back, y'all, man. We is on the block tonight. Let's go. Yo, but I know y'all missing it. This has become like one of my favorite parts of the show, y'all. We got us a jumper. And y'all know at this part of the show, I love it because I'm just like y'all. I don't know if they're going to jump. I don't know if they're going to fall. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. And especially since they wasn't able to get into the speed round. I hope if they do fall, they can tuck and roll and pick themselves up and come back at it again. But yo, we about to bring our jumper on, man. I hope she ain't in the Matrix because we got something for that too. But let's go.
An astronomical assortment of anomalies, artistically and meticulously arranging words, nouns, adjectives, metaphors, and verbs. Diverse director of dialect, orchestrating outpours of opinions. Emotions speak from the core of how they feel, dancing bare without care of what reveals, keeping it real. Extraordinary elegance, easily expressed. Uninhibited undertones, undressed, clever.
Yo, we got to jump with that thing. They fit. Oh, yeah. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on, yo.
Girl, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Well, I'm trying. It won't come on. Oh, there we go. And you didn't tell me
fools
that.
around here. I'm trying to tell you, you in the Matrix. Come out, girl. Come out. Wherever you are. We want to see your face. We want
hair all up in a ponytail. Look at them now.
You cannot jump off the corner and not jump off this thing with a presence, baby. We need to see who we talking to. We need to see who we hearing from. Hello, Queen. How you doing?
I'm fabulous. I'm great. Outside of you didn't let me comb my hair and get ready. I'm good.
Hey man, that's what it's for. I mean, come on. We know we jumping out the porch. We don't know what you're coming with, but you know you coming. So you better act like you know you coming on this thing, honey. You know what I'm talking about. So let's get to it. What's the piece you doing for us tonight? I've been excited about hearing you.
This piece is called Ink Slinger.
Ink Slinger. Let me get up out of here so she can sling some of this ink, y'all.
An astronomical assortment of anomalies, artistically and meticulously arranging words, nouns, adjectives, metaphors, and verbs. Diverse director of dialect, orchestrating outpours of opinions. Emotions speak from the core of how they feel, dancing bare without care. Oh, what revealed? Keeping it real. Extraordinary elegance, easily expressed. Uninhibited undertones, undressed. Clever craftsmanship clearly conveyed. Disciplined dedication, directly displayed. Passionate prose, paralyzed pain, verbalizing vulnerability. Distance decreases, chaos ceases, resistance releases. Regulated tones of a fine-tuned instrument, conveying impressions to the mind and senses, expressing opinions, choice, or wish, represented and then revealed. The voice of imagination is poetry, uttering lyrics that cause vibrations. Emotions appeal to curious intellects, speaking the thoughts of his heart's desires. Metaphoric rivers run with rage as words walk gracefully on every page, always on point and fully engaged. Mastermind, create masterpieces, create increases, everlasting story, ending poetic ingredients, constantly blending. Equal homage pays its due. I'm in love. But my
jump out and come back in for me. Now jump out and come back in for me, Queen. You're breaking up really, really bad, and we want to hear this because you was spitting. You hear me? You was coming with it. I want to hear what you had to say. Drop back out and come back in, and we're gonna see if we can rerun that again. Hop, she matrixed up, y'all. She out of there. All right, well. Let's bring it back. Dang, we got our first. Oh, and I made it through the flyer. Oh. That is hilarious, yo. But yo, I hope she come back for real, because I do want to hear what she had to say. Boy, she was going in. If y'all wasn't listening, she did more than jump off that thing. She might have almost had on the cape and took off flying, y'all. For real. If y'all is into poetry and y'all listening to words, because she had them. And she had us up close and personal with it. You hear me? We was all up in there. And I was listening to every word she had going on. You heard me. But anyway, y'all know my next guest, this brother right here, woo, has been all over the culture. Y'all, I have been waiting on him. Y'all know what? It's been weeks. So yes, I'm extra excited. So I got to tell myself to calm the flip down right now. All right. He's been all over the culture, from winning music awards to poetry slams. And at this point, he had a David Chappelle moment, y'all, where he said, flick all of this, because he wasn't doing nothing no more. He wasn't feeling it no more. But y'all, he came back, and I'm glad he was blessed to come back, because I was blessed to witness a 14-week competition that was vicious. And I take my hat off to anybody who survived it, y'all. But he came out the victor. So let me say less.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Have you seen the hanging tree? A tree where life or death literally hang in the balance. You see, niggas don't grow on these trees. They just hang from them. As if they're hanging out to dry. But they're hanging out to die.
Yo, let me unmute you. Where you at? Come on through, sir. Yeah. We playing the mute. I got you.
You got
Brother Hobby.
Yo.
Nice to have you on the corner. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, I feel truly blessed. Yo, I swear, yo, you thought of everything. You are so meticulous with this. The Matrix, somebody bounce out. Even everything, yo, you did. This shit is a production. This is official, man. I feel blessed.
I got a good team behind me, man.
I feel blessed, man, to be on this, man. Thank you so much for bringing me on, Queen. I truly appreciate it. Yeah.
Hey, man, thank you for coming and blessing the stage. I can definitely say it's a blessing for all y'all to be in the house, man. But I waited. I am a fan of yours. Everybody I bring on here, some people I bring on are just amazing, and some people make me fans of them. You know what I'm saying? And I love when I get one of my celebrities to come in the house. You get what I'm saying? I be on my for real celebrity swagger. So, yo, let's talk about it, because everybody been hearing me talk about this. I've had Symbolic on here. He came on and shut the down. You know what I'm saying? You already know I had tat in the house already. They came and shut the place down. Yeah, I'm talking about the cafeterians that was in this competition with him. That's number 1, 2, and 3. If y'all confused on what's going on, they have all blessed this stage, man. No cap. But man, yo, how grueling was it for that 14 weeks, man? How was it?
Man, this was like boot camp, man. I felt like I was in the Navy SEALs Hell Week, man. But it was necessary, man, because like you said, I had left the game for a second, man, because I didn't have that sincerity in it. And then once I tapped back into the sincerity, into my spiritual state, that's when I started writing again. And it just so happened that, I mean, I wasn't even in the poetry community until like a week before the competition. I had just came into the room and I was like, what's going on? What y'all doing? And they like, we done a competition. I said, well, let's go. And by God's grace, man, I jumped in, man. I was able to swim and I came out on top. Praise God.
Yo, the way that they did the storylines and the way that y'all had to put stuff together, like, it was just amazing to watch. So I was like, yo, I was in the vibe and just tapping in. I found myself driving, listening to this shit. I was like, you know what I mean? Because it was some long nights. You know what I'm talking about in there? And shout out to Eb. Eb in the house, man. Eb is part of the pack. That's my cousin in them. You already know that's my cousin in them now. She be in the cafeteria, and she be on the block like the PPC pack. We here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her too. And you know she won in that competition too, but we ain't even gonna toot her horn too much.
No, toot that horn, man. Toot that horn. She won that joint.
Hey, she on the move, yo. Hey, yes, she is. She's on the move, and that competition showed how iron sharpens iron, man. And I love it. I just love the rooms. So, what is the first piece? Because I ain't gonna keep bragging, because the people might get a little jealous. You know, we over here having our own little relationship and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, what you gonna hit us with tonight, brother?
This joint's called Black Testament.
Let's go.
God. How could so much mayhem manifest from the miracle of our melanin? How could something so amazing change beings to being something so shaming? Decades of regal decadence defiled with distortion, all from this miraculous misfortune. The Bible calls it a curse, a sin. But the same skin that speaks of sin reeks of royalty. Even the creation of the very first man was molded and formed by God's great hands. Adam too was blessed to bear the burden of my brown. So why then are we cursed to share this burden like Mike Brown? That's when police see your black skin as a fully loaded Mac 10. That's when toys in the hands of our handsome sons resemble Gatling guns. This is a land where an unarmed black man looks more dangerous than the Taliban. Is that why there's so many countless episodes that our epidermis is at the epicenter of an epic death? Is that why the system is systemically, ethnically cleansing me? Look at how the innocents have lost their innocence in a sense. No more inner sense once the judge takes a glimpse of our dark images. Justice becomes a figment. And you don't have to read between the lines in these death sentences. Chest blows instigated his death throes, but these decimals don't add up, because if he didn't point one, why bring a gun into the equation? You spend thousands of dollars on sports to watch niggas. Then you spend thousands of dollars putting security cameras on your porch to watch niggas. You love Michael Jordan. Well, that's a black man on your feet. But you will George Zimmerman or Trayvon if you catch a black man on your street. Look at how he reloads his speed loaders. He says these bullets is for them freeloaders. He leaves his suburban home with his wife and 2 kids. His son yells out, "Daddy, knock them dead, break a leg, crack a skull, beat them until their face drips with blood, harass them until they beg you to leave, then choke them niggas till they can't breathe." Because dead men have no tales to be told except for what the media is told. You see, the newscast newsflash is the newest news slash. The newscast newsflash is the newest news slash. This just in. Today, another unarmed black man was gunned down by a white officer. He said the assailant was black, armed, and dangerous. Even though he was unarmed, blacks' arms are dangerous. Look what happens when your bare arms look as if they're bare arms. When your bare arms look as if they're bare arms. As soon as these pigs get a scent of the color that pours out of our pores into your pigment, freeze is what they'll scream, but die nigga is what them pigs meant. Peace.
Yo, on my mama, they just made that flyer today. They must have made it for a reason. Lord have mercy. You just took it all the way there, man. Oh, how long ago did you write the piece? Because everybody's piece is so relevant to what's going on, even though it could have been old, because shit's still going on, you know. Right. So how long ago did you write the piece?
Man, that was like George Floyd. It was like so many that the whole experience, man, when we're dealing with this situation where they're killing African Americans, man, unarmed African Americans, and it was just all a build up, and finally I had to get my pain out, man. That shit, if you know, man, everybody knows, man, who was black, who saw that man dying in front of the camera, calling out for his mama. That shit hurt, man. I shed tears for that, man. So this shit is real, man.
I mean, that last one kind of touched me too. That Tyree, I'm not even gonna flex. That one right there hit a whole nother type of home, because that was our home. That was supposed to be us, you know. But you know that good saying goes, our skin don't make us no damn kin. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't what make us kin around here. Yeah. Just because most suckers look alike don't mean a goddamn on thing in this world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Facts. I like
so
that.
With that being said, I definitely understand what's going on. Brother, you just hit home. I know people gonna have to marinate, let that air out and breathe a little bit around here. For real. I hate if you coming back with the hanging rope. I hope you are.
I can.
You know, I don't know what your second piece is, but that is a damn good piece. I wish. You know, but you know, whatever you
I got you. I can do that though.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely got to come back and rock it, man. Let's get it going, because I see y'all know the time, how the time be running down on this thing, man. Let's get it. Go. Yo, so my next person, definitely last but not least, man. He ain't new to the corner. I'm going to call that motherfucker something else. Y'all know what it was. I don't even have to really introduce D. But for all y'all who don't know, hi, his name is Dylan, yo. And he's about to come to this mother sucker and let y'all know why we call him D. Because he is a dope ass, dope pusher that's part of the PPC pack. So y'all know when D comes, it's a let's go. So let's go.
I tune into CNN tonight and I see my school building in the background. They're calling the shooting breaking news as if no one wants to admit that something has been broken for a long time.
Yo, D, what's going on, man?
That was my favorite introduction you ever done for me.
Look, and he been on the corner, y'all, so he been around the block, y'all, so he done had a couple already. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know I gotta keep giving him, I gotta give him the same introduction and the same energy that I give y'all, because D is a big supporter of the block, y'all. And when I say he come and he support. And he ain't coming with no bullshit neither. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin them. I don't give a damn what y'all niggas say around here. I almost called him one tonight. You heard me. That is my guy, D. Let's go. What you doing for us tonight, man? I already know you about to take us up through there.
So this one's called The Girl Who Loaned Me a Pencil.
All right, let's get into The Girl Who Loaned Him a Pencil.
I tune into CNN tonight, and I see my school building in the background. They're calling the shooting breaking news, as if no one wants to admit that something has been broken for a long time. All the teachers are crying as they stand huddled together outside the old brick building, clutching their chests as if to keep their souls from escaping. They stare into the vast, empty, indifferent eyes of the camera, wondering how such a wonderful kid could do something so horrible. But the only thought in my head as I sit in the darkness of my room, eyes glued to the screen, is, how could she not? I didn't know her very well. I waved to her once, held the door for her once. She loaned me a pencil once. I saw her every day, but never asked how she was doing. I never asked because I already knew. I knew the day I heard the school counselor ask her if she was okay, and she replied that she was fine. And I heard the razor blades and the bullets in her teeth when she did. I knew because I was there the day she got chocolate milk dumped down her shirt in the cafeteria. I knew because I was just 2 seats over as spitballs were hitting the back of her neck during midterms. I knew because I heard the fake coughing and the names they muttered as they passed her in the hallway. I knew from the look of hopelessness and despair in her eyes every time she looked up from her phone. I knew when I heard the sobs as I walked past the bathroom. No one else did. I knew. I watched day by day as her sleeves got longer and the bags under her eyes got darker. I watched day by day as all these little things added up to something that somebody should have noticed sooner. I saw the list of names one day. Her name was the last on that list. Mine was right above it. I found myself wondering, should I have told someone? Should I have done something? Would it have made a difference? Would it have made it worse? Did I even have the right to get involved? Was I on that list because I didn't? Do I deserve the same fate as the others? Should I have gone to school today? In the months to come, they will begin to rationalize the actions of this broken girl. They'll blame the music on her iPod or the movies and games on her shelves. They'll say her parents didn't raise her right. They'll talk about gun reform like AR-15 is the name of some parasite committing crimes against humanity or some illness to be treated like the common cold. What they won't do is watch the school cameras for the footage of the weeks and months leading up to this tragedy. They won't look at the messages on her phone or the notes of the victims left in her locker. Nobody will ever consider her the hero of this story. They certainly won't look at the bodies in the hallway like they're the corpses of slain monsters. And pretty soon, none of them will remember the deadly smile of the girl who loaned me a pencil. But I will never forget it.
Wee! Y'all know that has to be absolutely one of my favorite pieces that he do, because I feel like it needs to be done at schools. Teachers need to hear it. Students need to hear it. Just the world needs to hear it so they can learn some kind of kindness, damn it. Like, it's all about taking care of each other that takes care of you, because somebody you never know. You never know. You know, a motherfucker be out there and they ready. And their parents got an arsenal. You take your ass and be careful. Dead ass. So Dylan, yo, I'm so glad that you wrote that piece, man. And I already know you coming back to bless us with another piece. You already know what it is. Y'all know we coming down on that time, so I got to get it in. Yo, I got a couple announcements to make. No cap. For real, for real. Let me get it in, y'all. Friday, this Friday, coming up right here. You can find my black ass on right across the street from the West End train station, man. I'm going to be right there on Malcolm X's birthday. It is coming. That is so the wrong flyer, but we get into that flyer. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Malcolm X Day, we going to be like this here, like for real, on the 19th, right across. But this one right here is the women's brunch, y'all. This is on the 21st. Y'all got to get it in. It's all about women's empowerment, man. She's going to have motivational speakers for your body, for your mind, just healing all the way around, man. Y'all have to touch bases. And guess what? I'm hosting that mother sucker, because y'all know we is about to have a great ass time. We're going to heal ourselves and have a good time at the same damn time. So I had to go and get that out there. Y'all tap in, man. That stuff is on Eventbrite. Both things. Y'all look it up. Come on out if you in the ATL, because I would love to see y'all there. Man, let's get back around to it. Y'all already know the queen is back up, and she coming with that dope shit. Queen.
What's up, Queen?
What's going on? Let's do this, man. We might run over a little bit tonight, but we ain't gonna do it by much. So you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead. What's your second piece, Queen?
My next piece gonna be the one that got away.
All right, well, let's get into it, because y'all know I don't give a damn. Y'all got to leave. Deuces, we in here. We doing poetry tonight. Let's go.
If ever I wanted to right my wrongs, it would be with you. You see, not having you is like a flower without water, a sunshine, hell, it can't bloom. You were my heaven on earth. When it came to you, I didn't need words. You see, actions was more than just some helping verb. But now my life doesn't seem as meaningful as it once did. We talked about everything from marriage, the house, the kids. Too immature to realize what I wanted and needed was right in front of my very eyes. I was too busy trying to wear a mask that would hide my own disguise. Insecure, self-centered, childish. Hell, I questioned whether or not I even deserved you. Like a fool, I didn't fight for your love, so looking back on it, well, I don't blame you for giving me the boot. But you see, understanding what I was then and now, it's like a before and after shot of my transition. You see, if love is what I'm fighting for, then damn it, I'm in it for the long haul on this mission. You see, everything I couldn't get right, like lack of communication, not being trustworthy, and disrespecting you, believe me, I would love to fix that now. You see, my heart still beats for you, even though it's lying motionless here on this ground. Only you and God have the power to reconstruct me back together. I'm no Chrisette Michelle, but I want that kind of love that lasts longer than a couple of forevers. You see, no laughter. I miss my happily ever after. I vowed that if I ever got a second chance, I'd never let that happen again. Instead, I would take things slow. I wouldn't just be your companionship, but indeed your best friend. You see, I want to know you on a deeper level as if I was your kin. And even though I'm your friend, I would love to be your soulmate. Someone that can walk beside you in faith. I want a spiritual connection that's strong enough to endure through any test. And when we get through our issues, it's God's way of helping us realize we're merely blessed. You see, this is the way in which I choose to confess. I just hope it's not too late and, well, just maybe you will accept. But if not, I digress. But for what it's worth, I really need to get that off my chest. Thank you.
Woo! Way to let your pen leak, baby. Sometimes you got to let that pen leak and just get it out, like you said, and get it off your chest, man. That's one of them pieces that definitely caught my attention. I was looking around and then you said some stuff and I was like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, she went there. She went all the way there with it. So who was not lucky?
I'm not gonna say no names. That remains endless. I appreciate you for who you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Man.
Wouldn't be the woman that I am, so I don't even do it. Don't do no good to bash anybody. That's not me.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. But I'm just saying, it was a person. Some poems are inspired by life, and some person, you know what I'm saying. We could have called his ass Craig, girl. We could have talked about his ass for 2.5 seconds. He would have been all right tonight.
Look, they know who they be. If it ain't you, then you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Facts. So let's go. Thank you so much for blessing us with the peace, Queen.
No
Don't go
problem.
nowhere. You know we got to tune back in before the
I'm
end of this show. Yo,
with
where
it.
you gonna be at next? You got to tell the people where to find
Like
you
I say,
at.
we have a show every second Saturday in Mobile. Step to the mic check. And I mean, you feel free to come bless the stage at any point. Every second Saturday of the month, we have some. We kick it off. So again, y'all familiar with Evident the Goddess? Then y'all already know we bought that life. We bought it.
If y'all ain't familiar, y'all better go back and
Get
watch a couple of
familiar.
shows. She been on this thing a couple times. Y'all better go back and see what's up with them grandma hands. That thing there blessed with something else. You hear me? Let's get up through there.
I'm trying to
Hey, thank you so much, Queen. Stick around, man.
I got you. Thank you.
All right, let's do it. All right, man. The king over here on it. He ready, boy. He coming back to drop some more of this dope, this man T. Where you at, guy? We ain't got you in the Matrix too, dude. You know we'll play it for you. Oh, okay. He said, "Now don't give me the Matrix. I am awake. I'm alive. I'm awake. I see it all."
My bad.
Mic check. Y'all don't see Eb in these comments, man. She coming in second Saturday. She telling y'all tap in. That's their home. That's where they at. Mobile, Alabama is wide open, man. So T, come on through, big. What you doing for us?
Yo, I'm doing this track. It's called Better Than That. It's gonna be the next release on all major streaming platforms. I'm gonna record it very soon. I already got instrumental. I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna give y'all a special preview. Nobody heard this before.
Uh-oh, y'all. I love those special previews. I need to get me one of them things that say pew, 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 pew. Let you know it's coming tight. Here we go. Let's go.
All right. This is titled Better Than That. It's a song, and you'll see how it goes. 1. So if you feeling hateful and petty, you're better than that. Always down and always stressing, you're better than that. Your own pleasures you've been neglecting, you're better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that. If you feeling hateful and petty, you're better than that. Always down and always stressing, you're better than that. Your own pleasures you've been neglecting, you're better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that. We all visit some petty places, but don't stay. It's all right to disagree, but don't hate. Just release the negativity and bad feelings. Must get them out, because no doubt they will cause a bad living. Thoughts that you're giving turn into words and become actions. What happens when you feel hurt and no relaxing? You may snap and then go berserk. It's so tragic. No magic or imagination. It's real. Devastation is ill, so play your hand, fold or redeal. It's hard to swallow some pills, but that's the only way we heal. Growing days, so we kill. Murder, pessimism instilled. Learn optimism is half filled. You can birth positivity at will. If you feeling hateful and petty, you're better than that. Always down and always stressing, you're better than that. Your own pleasures you've been neglecting, you're better than that. You're better than that. You're better than that. Now everybody will say, I'm better than my pain. I'm better than my pain. I'm better than my struggles. I'm better than my struggles. Always sunshine after rain. Always sunshine after rain. I'm better because of what I've gone through. Better because of what I've gone through. You better than that.
I was over here on the, because you're better than that. Okay, you're better than that. That part right there, I'm telling you, gonna stick on everybody. That part right there will take you through the day, because you're better than that. Somebody put it up here because they knew what was going on. You're but better than that. Whoever needed to hear that tonight, because y'all, he switched the piece up just so you can hear that tonight. Whatever the hell you doing, flick that stuff. You better than that. You better than that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you so much, Key, for blessing us with that song. Make sure you put it down here. Type it in on how they can find the music, so I can put it across the screen so they can see that thing as it go on, man. You know what it is. Let's get up through there.
For sure. www.bookdaily.com. All right, then.
Let's do this. All right, y'all. I'm going to try it one more time, man, because she was spinning before we bring the brother back on. I told y'all the show might go over a little 10. I'm going to try it one more time, y'all. Let's see if we can get this jumper. Let's see if we can get this jumper to come on. What you got going on? Unmute it. You trying it up? Unmute. Up. One more time. I know it's acting stupid. I read your lips just then. It's acting stupid in the mother sucker. I see it. Let me help you out. Don't press nothing. Let me do it for you. Oh, I can't unmute you because you muted yourself.
Okay.
Now, see, if I had muted you, then I could have unmuted you. All right, you unmuted. All right, Queen, let's try this thing again. You gonna give it to us one more time?
Keep popping. Keep popping
wait
back.
a minute.
Okay, here we go. You got me now? You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. An astronomical assortment of anomalies, artistically and meticulously arranging words, nouns, adjectives, metaphors, and verbs. A diverse director of dialect orchestrating outpours of opinions. Emotions speak from the core of how they feel, dancing bare without care. What reveals? Keeping it real. Extraordinary elegance? Easily expressed. Uninhibited undertones, undressed. Clever craftsmanship clearly conveyed. Disciplined dedication, directly displayed. Passionate prose, paralyzed pain, verbalizing vulnerability. Distance decreases, chaos ceases, resistance releases. Regulated tones of a fine-tuned instrument, conveying impressions to the mind and senses, expressing opinions, choice, or wish, represented and then revealed. The voice of imagination is poetry, uttering lyrics that cause vibrations. Emotions appeal to curious intellects, speaking the thoughts of its heart's desires. Metaphoric rivers run with rage as words walk gracefully on every page, always on point and fully engaged. Masterminds create masterpieces. Creativity increases. Everlasting stories with non-stop ending. Poetic ingredients constantly blending. Equal homage pays its dues. Messages emerge in subliminal clues. Nouns, adjectives, metaphors, and verbs. Oh, Lord. I'm in love with words. See, I could have been anything I wanted. An actress, an athlete, even a singer. But my predestined path was to be an ink slinger. That's that ink. Bam.
Hey, you jumped on the porch. You made it, girl. Let's go, Queen.
Okay.
It was absolutely amazing. Thank you for jumping off of the porch and coming back and doing it again, man. Your words, you leaked that pen, baby. Yes, you did. Let's go.
Thank you. And I you know what? I just got to shout out to you real quick. I know you're running short on time. I got to shout out to you for providing this platform. Your energy's insane. You know, you just attract who you are. And just so there's nothing but beauty and talent up in this room. I watched your little channel and all that, and yeah, I explored all this, and I just wanted to get this opportunity to share space with you and all these talented ass people you got up on this motherfucker.
Hey, man, and they talented they are, and you were one of them tonight, Queen. So you pat your motherfucking self on the back tonight, baby. Thank you for jumping off the porch. Don't go nowhere because I got to give you a personal invite back to as a guest, man. We want to hear what you got going on. Yo, let's keep it going. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's bring that brother back up here so he can bless this room one more time as we get ready to close it out with Dylan. King, you already know it. You want to do it or you want me to do it? There it is right there. Oop, there it is. I thought you knew. All right, you know, I don't want to rush the show or nothing like that. We run it down on time, but I like for everybody to do their 2 poems, so you have to definitely love us up again because that first one was definitely a blessing. Are you ready, King?
Yes, absolutely.
What's this piece?
This poem right here, this is it was a prompt, and they asked us from the contest, they asked us to do a poem. What if Nat Turner or any revolutionary came back today, and what would they say? And this poem is what Nat Turner would say.
All right, well, let's get into it. You see, I done blinked myself out. I told you I'm quick on the trigger, even with my damn self.
Ready. Brothers and sisters, I'm looking for the positive. But it's hard to find the positive in these days when blacks are 40% of the people positive with AIDS. I've been watching cable TV, BET, World Star, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anything that came across my face to look, and I still can't seem to get this straight. You mean to tell me that you niggas believe you're liberated living free with your rent-a-center, sofa, and TV, while being dependent on Section 8 and food stamps for your cost of living fee? Trying to understand some shit. I mean, it's amazing how your ancestors were masters of agriculture. We could make any crop grow and bloom, then reap what we sowed all night under the harvest moon. But now you've allowed these culture vultures to substitute horticulture for wick vultures. And the only land that you own is the landline on your phone. Are you niggas telling me y'all stage sit-ins to sit in their restaurants and establishments, protested, got arrested to eat their no seasoning having ass sandwiches they 100% spit on, instead of opening your own restaurant selling the soul food that you were raised on? You were fighting for the right to eat their bland ass potato salad with raisins. Are y'all out of y'all damn mind? Because somehow in your mind you believe this Pyrrhic victory is such a great achievement, which has now become the bane of my existence. Victory has defeated you, black man. You literally fought the white man for the right to continue to make him rich, paid him your hard-earned money so he could continue to treat you like shit, and you so graciously granted him the right to do so. And instead of channeling the black dollar to create global empires, you dumb dopes were duplicitously duped into doing their drudgery, all under the guise of, I think the white man finally loves me. This Stockholm syndrome is embedded in our bones, genome, and chromosomes. Instead of finding the power to fight the power that pushed the whites in powers, we created empires empowered through pushing white powder. Now the success of our people is no longer indivisible. They made us think in sync that success is based on an individual. So now the success of his people is no longer in his visual. And the goals for us to meet and reap like Black Wall Street are no longer indivisible. And with all the evidence here, it's become evidently clear that it's hard to free slaves from chains that they revere. In fact, you niggas have turned those chains into gold chains. Your goals change. You lust for diamond encrusted locks on your brain. These fools have deluded you. Used Uncle Tom foolery to fool you. Made you lose sight of your color while calling you color just to confuse you. Then made red and blue the new hue used to divide you. Went from sending merchant ships to buy you to Crips versus Pyru. That's how they purposely divide you. Gang. And what's insane is that the same gangs by themselves got more guns than the cops do. But since they divide themselves like the mitosis of dividing cells, they only see themselves alone, by themselves. That's how black people can sex traffic their own people. Now niggas all on their own. Buy yourselves will literally sell and buy yourselves. This is the new Jim Crow, nigga, and I should know because I really knew niggas that knew Jim Crow. Buckeye, tap dancing, rap video minstrel. So this is why after all these years, they still treating us like we 3/5 of a people. But when that 3/5 of the man is holding that 4/5 in my hand, they definitely know that I'm more than equal. And instead of letting that gun bang, you rather sit at home and complain. Oh, I'm so tired and overworked. Can you imagine dying overwork? I'm not talking about your fucking trap houses, where niggas getting shot up, dying overwork. I'm talking about high noon and the hot southern sun, niggas dying overworked. Not even animals can be conditioned to work these conditions that are the worst of conditions. And at the age of 12 and 13, as soon as they start bleeding, little black girls were forced to begin breathing, scared, chest heaving. Little girls who ain't got no breast to begin with are forced to begin breastfeeding. God, why, oh why is justice nigh? When your sole purpose of living is not living for yourself, but the purpose of your living is to make a living for someone else. And I got me scheming. This got me scheming on my freedom. So now I'm telling you, your master will tell you you're a good for nothing nigga. And you ain't worth shit. But he's telling you that only just so you know you ain't worth shit. And the only justice you know is to run barefoot plowing through the snow with your wife and her precious cargo trying to get to the land of Justin Trudeau. And it seems easy enough, but it just ain't true though. Slavery could break down the most gangster nigga you know. You know that nigga that be on the block screaming, fuck 12 whenever he see the police come holding his gun and he still don't even run? Yeah. Put that nigga back where I was from. When you heard fuck 12, that means master was coming to fuck your 12-year-old daughter or son. Plantation pedophilia, where little children were in high demand. And you can't possibly understand a man's feeling of feeling damn because he couldn't stop master from thrusting his manhood inside of his little man. And your only choices are to be beaten to death savagely by the master's own hands or submit and follow his commands. When he tells you, nigga, it's your turn to let your son learn how you gonna take it like a man. Well, you out of your damn mind. That's when we grabbing weapons, knives, machetes, whatever the fuck we can find. Ground poison in his food. Shh, make sure it's really fine. Arsenic in his favorite dick. Contaminate his mind. I'm killing everything I find for my happily ever after. So if I say give me a little pump and a little Uzi, don't confuse these for mumble rapper. This is the same hunger as Killmonger. So fuck T'Challa King and Martin Luther's dream. I want murder by any means. And even if death is a necessity for me, so that one day my people can truly be free. Peace.
Amen.
God damn. That's all I can say, man. My D-boy gotta come up after this shit. Good night. You just shut the damn block down, man. That was amazing. And I'm tripping that you're reading this shit off of your phone. Like, come through with the presentation that you're reading.
Yo, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you. I didn't memorize these. These are all joints. Some of these joints from the contest, so I didn't memorize them. So
that's my point. So if you got it down and memorized it, just imagine. Oh my God, what in the world you would be out here spitting to these people? I mean, it was already amazing. I'm just saying, if you put that fine tune on it, man. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. Please don't go nowhere, man. We over time. Like I said, if y'all got to go, good night, I know. But don't go nowhere, King, man. We almost out of here. I got to bring my D-boy up here and let him bless the room. Dylan, you just sat through some amazing poets, man. I seen you in the comments down there. That's what I be talking about. I love that you all in the comments like, God damn, speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that, man. Your energy that you bring to the block, man. You don't care who it is. You repping the poets. Right. And I love it because everything is for the culture. So how you closing us out tonight, man?
All right. So I want to start off by saying that this one is dedicated to one of my best friends, Bryson Edwards, who passed away of a drug overdose in 2019. And I took some creative liberties, but it is based on a true story.
All right. Well, I already know how this one's finna get. About to be a little... Anybody I know. So I told you I'll be blinking myself down. Let's get it, Dylan. Let's close it out.
It's called The Man Behind the Mask. As I sit in the silence and darkness beside what remains of a man I once knew, I find myself wondering how such a close friend could have hid so much, so well, for so long. He stares back at me with glassy, soulless eyes, the ghost of a smile lingering on his pale blue lips, and wonders how I could possibly miss what has been right in front of me the whole time. It is now that I am forced to question everything. Every conversation, every secret, every time I asked him how he was doing, every time he smiled his plastic smile and said that he was fine, I tell myself that I couldn't possibly have known how horrible he was really feeling inside. I tell myself that if he really needed help, he would have asked for it. I tell myself that even if he did ask, I couldn't have done much anyway. I tell myself it's not my fault. I tell myself I'll sleep tonight. I remember how he used to be. I remember the jokes. I remember the laughs. I remember the brilliant ideas. I remember the stupid mistakes. I remember the joy. I remember the pain. But most of all, I remember how full of life he was and how hard he tried to share that spirit of life with others. I remember how his personality lit up the world around him like a lighthouse over a dark, stormy sea. I remember when he was a beacon of hope for me. I don't remember exactly when he changed. I don't remember the precise moment when the light faded away, when the light dimmed and he was lost in a sea of blackness. I can't put a timestamp on the day I lost my best friend, but I do remember seeing the look of vacancy in his eyes when he looked at me. Like staring through the windows of a house that hasn't been lived in years. I remember the cold, dark emptiness behind those glassy windows. I remember when I started to notice the thick, dark bags under them. I remember when his skin started turning the faded off-white of an old sheet. I remember him getting so skinny he could have been knocked off his feet by a light breeze, his jawline thinner than a razor blade, his cheeks sunken in like craters, ridges of bone nearly poking through the stretched pale skin. I remember the day he pulled his sleeves down to hide the marks on his arms. I remember seeing him less and less after that day. I remember the missed calls. I remember the unread messages. I remember the lies and the half-truths and the excuses and the things he said that he meant in the moment, the things I wanted so desperately to believe. I remember wanting to help him. I remember not knowing how. I remember watching day by day as he vanished behind a mask. I just never thought so many smiles could be faked. Never knew such a tortured soul could be disguised behind such a thin veil. Never realized such a strong person could be so broken. I know, all the signs were so obvious, right? I would have had to have been blind to have not noticed, right? How could I have missed it? How could I have not seen the war he was fighting before he became a casualty? How could I have not seen him at the edge of the darkness and pulled him back before it was too late? Before he surrendered his soul to it? Before I lost him forever? Wouldn't a good friend have noticed sooner and done something in time? Of course, a part of me knew the man I once called friend was falling into the abyss. And yes, a part of me wanted to reach out a hand and save him. A part of me, but a much bigger part, was scared to look behind the mask, scared to see what was left of the man behind it. So I did what felt better, what felt safer, what felt easier. I let myself believe everything was okay. Yet now here I sit, staring at the cold, merciless result of my ignorance, arrogance, and selfishness, the horrific truth of my complacency, the heartless reality of my inaction. Only now that it is too late to do any good, I find myself wondering, should I have known all along? Should I have kept a closer eye on him? Should I have called someone? Should I have done something? Does it make me a bad person because I didn't? Would it have made a difference if I had? Was I ever really his friend? Did I ever really know him at all? In the weeks and months to come, the missing piece of the world, the piece that some called son, the piece that some called brother, the piece that some called friend, it will fade into the background with a million others that have been lost to the sands of time. Even those who were closest to him will begin to forget the story that was told here. They will go back to their everyday life, drinking Corona with their friends, and pretending like nothing terrible has happened, pretending like their souls haven't just been gripped by the darkness and come away stained. And then they'll make posts on social media about how scared they are of the new illness that's sweeping the nation, killing thousands of people. Meanwhile, none of them will offer any solution to the deadliest diseases of them all, the ones that are right next door to them and in their own backyard, because the simple fact is there is no brand of hand sanitizer in the world pure enough to wash away chemical depression. There's no vaccine for addiction, and I promise you, there's no beer in the galaxy high gravity enough to make you love yourself. We can't allow ourselves to forget what happened here today. We can't forget the plastic smile of the man who lived behind a mask. Nor can we allow this deadly virus to go unrecognized or unchecked any longer. We can't let this evil contagion spread like the chaotic wildfire that it is. Something needs to be done. Some action needs to be taken. I just don't know what it is. I'm just not the right person to ask for the answers. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I don't have a license or degree. I don't have any formulas or solutions. I just have this pencil someone loaned me once and this page, and this is not me offering an answer. This is not my attempt to make the world understand or even care, nor is it a list of my regrets. It's a hope. It's a prayer. It is the least I can do.
Jesus, Dylan, yo, my man. You know how you have somebody in here like this right here. How you gonna do that at the end? We should have started the show with that, so I could have, at least brought myself back up or something. Damn, boy, you took it there way to. I be talking about making your pen leak and how writing is therapy and it's therapeutic and it helps you get things off of your chest. And you come through here and you blaze us every time and you get everything that you're feeling out in that moment. And I absolutely adore you and I thank you for that, especially after coming after that other piece. Woo!
Yeah. It's somewhat of it stands on its own, but it's somewhat of a sequel to the other piece. But the main theme of the pieces is what can happen when you watch someone suffer in silence and do nothing about it.
And people will do it. What I keep telling y'all, act like y'all care about a mother sucker sometime. Man, y'all already know what it is. This was an amazing show. It stood out. It was outstanding. My freaking guests rock. They are amazing every week, man. And I appreciate them coming through. But y'all know what we got to do. I'm out.
I want to thank everybody who tapped in with me this week, especially my guests. And remember, if we make it to see tomorrow, we are blessed. So wake up with gratitude so it shows in your attitude. And that's how you reach those major latitudes. So let's go. No, really, let's go, because I'm out.